Hello, people. I just want to say, before we start, look what I got. I got a green screen. So that means I can put any background I want. What should I do? How about this generic 80s background I found on Google Images? That looks nice. Anyways, as you all may know, and as I told many times, I am a beginning game collector. I've just started out. While my collection may be small, it is still a collection that I take pride in. It's especially since I'm on a budget. I must say we are in the lower class, so me getting a game and adding it to my game collection is really rare. Because of that, every time I have a new game for my game collection, it's almost a special event for me, because it usually never happens. So I am very grateful for every single game I get, especially for their prices. Because of inflation, the prices are going up. I feel bad for whoever got Smash Bros. Melee on Amazon. I mean, come on, 131 bucks, you could have went food shopping. We've come to an age in which game collecting is now one of the most expensive hobbies you can do. Back in the 2010s, it wasn't that expensive since no one really cared about it. Nowadays, because of the pandemic, people got into new hobbies. And since people got into hobbies, people got into game collecting. And because the demands for games are much higher, there are much more shortages. And since there's much more shortages, the prices are going up. And since the prices are going up, insert the Captain Falcon death sound right now! Yes, the price of gaming can be devastating. So what are you supposed to do when you want to get into game collecting? Shop at GameStop? 30 bucks for Little Medusa? Fucking sure. Well, how do I buy games? Well, luckily for me, there is a retro game store nearby me called J2 Games. It's one of those small retro game stores, but their prices are actually pretty decent. As a matter of fact, their prices are so decent that every time we go into J2 Games, we actually leave with something. Now I know what you're thinking, there definitely has to be a catch to this, right? Well, as a professional catch seeker, there actually is no catch, believe it or not. It's legitimately a good store that has pretty good pricing. I can go even as far as saying they're one of the best game stores out there right now. But they are not the most popular, unfortunately. It's a shame, but they're not. The most popular game store is DK Oldies, the game store from hell.
Let's throw in this cool keychain.
If you've been on TikTok the past couple of months, I can guarantee you have seen at least one TikTok of this random guy packaging up games for other customers. This is DK Oldies, possibly the most infamous retro game store in the world right now. I'll give them credit where credit is due. Their marketing tactic is pretty genius. Wouldn't you want to see your order get packaged up, especially from a game store? They even do a series called DK Oldies Mail Time, where they read users' reviews on the store to make them seem less suspicious. But oh my god, their pricing! Here's an innocent looking page for an N64. 2 controllers for $184. Huh, not bad, you may ask. But when you do your research, holy shit! Now here's another listing of an N64. Notice anything? The price is $120! Now I know what you're thinking. Well, it's because there's an extra controller. That means it bumps up the price, right? I smell a discrepancy. This is where you use your eyes, kids. If you look closely in this listing, you'll find that you're just getting 2 third-party controllers. This listing has 1 controller, an extra set of games, and it's $120. And I'll be damned if I have to pay an N64 with 2 extra controllers for an extra 60 bucks. So, if we bring out our handy dandy calculator, kids, if you want to get the original controllers for the extra experience, you're gonna have to pay 244 bucks, and this does not include taxes and games. This is just the console and the controllers itself. And if you want to get an extra AV to HDMI, that's 25 bucks. When I found mine on eBay for only 10 bucks. Where are they getting this pricing? Listen, I get it. Being an independent game store sucks, and you have to increase your prices a bit, and it's completely understandable. But when you price a Wii Sports bundle for $255, that is what I had enough! And there's another thing I noticed that you probably didn't. Notice how for every listing I showed you guys, there's been a sale? That's because the entire store is on sale. It's been like this ever since the very first day I've seen DK Oldies. Now, is this some type of marketing strategy? Well, if that's the case, this is illegal! I'd like to think that I'm stupid for thinking they're stupid, and that this is just a quick misunderstanding. But because of the fact that these sales have been going on for quite some time, this leads me to be suspicious. But I'll admit, I'll give DK Oldies this. At least they're not GameStop. And with that out of the way, I deem this topic explained. So while I think games collecting can be fucking tedious, most of the time, the payoff is most certainly worth it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this. But until then, to my subscribers, y'all stay tuned. Goodbye.